Sure, Ben's playing some character named Batman here in a little bit, but you know what? I think it's the younger Affleck who's quietly having the better year.
Zarina. What's she after?
She ain't said yet. Whatever it is, it's in an unmarked Homeland Security building.
How many guards?
Unknown. Unknown, probably a lot.
So what we talking, 4, maybe 5 minutes tops?
Man. We're looking at 10.
Response be honest in 3 minutes.
Well, they'll kill every last one of us if we don't get this thing.
We could pull a 999.
999 tells the story of a group of bank robbers who do not realize how far in over their heads they are and what happens when they try to pull off a final effort. Will the movie walk away with the prize? Here's 5 things you might want to know about 999. First major surprise in this movie, oh my goodness, this cast. I kind of went into this and I was like, it starts with, I think, Norman Reedus from The Walking Dead and Aaron Paul, who you may know from Breaking Bad. I'm like, oh, cool. So Aaron Paul and Norman Reedus are going to try to see if they can do more than television. Then it pans over and it's like, oh, and Chiwetel Ejiofor. Oh, and Anthony Mackie and Kate Winslet and Woody Harrelson and Casey Affleck. And I'm going, wow, what a lineup. And they really do deliver, most of them, especially Casey Affleck, who I once again have to bring attention to. One of my favorite actors working today, and he gives another great performance here. It's one of many in this movie, but probably the standout. But if you're going for the performances in this, I don't think you'll be disappointed. The other thing I really enjoyed about this is it really had good guys and bad guys. Now, this isn't typical for a dark, gritty movie like this. This is really the age of the anti-hero. I don't want to give anything away, but the heroes in this movie truly were heroes, and it's kind of nice to really have a rooting interest in a movie like this, even when it's this gritty and dark. And it really is dark and gritty. I mean, this is old school, rated R, action, detective kind of flick. I was telling somebody it reminds me of venison, deer meat. If you like it, you like it. It's got that gamey, hard to chew through, kind of stringy kind of texture to it. This movie is like that. It's kind of gritty, hard to chew through, but if you enjoy these kind of films, you're going to enjoy the taste of it. I kind of like the fact that it was very authentic. There were these clues that in other movies the person would have picked right up on. In this movie, they're completely missed, and I think that feels more real. Bullets actually hit people in this movie. It just felt like there was a real effort to make this genuine within kind of that grit that's in the essence of this film. Which is why it's so disappointing when I get to the things I didn't like about this movie, because it all centers around the end. For me, it just came to a sputtering finish. I didn't feel like the movie finished up cohesively, like it really tied things up in the way that you would want to with a movie like this, or that it did it compellingly. It was as if it kind of dragged to the end in a way that I didn't really care about these characters in the way that their plot lines were resolving. Now, I'm being purposely vague because I don't want to give anything away. I'll just say for me, the end was not satisfying, and that's a big disappointment. The end result of which, by the way, is that the ending feels long and drawn out. By the way, if you're going to have one of the acts of your movie feel long, the third act is the worst possible act to feel long. You want to finish strong. You want to finish quick. You want to finish effective. And unfortunately, I really just didn't feel like this movie did that at all. Overall, I feel like this movie was good, was interesting, compelling characters, ones that you wanted to root for, and a plot you wanted to follow that unfortunately just came crashing down at the end. So much so that I had to slide it to a B-. Thanks for checking out this Your Movie Friend review. We'll get to the Best Ever Challenge here in a bit. If you want to know more about what goes on here, click the info cards right up here. That'll slide out with other reviews that you can take a look at, a poll for which movies you'd like me to review for next weekend, and some other information there that you can check out. Follow me on Periscope, Aaron Dicer, Aarondicer. Periscope Mondays at 5 Central with all the movies from the weekend. We kind of have a conversation about the films of the weekend, maybe any news that came out, that kind of fun stuff. And listen to the podcast. If you do the podcast thing, subscribe to SiftPop, SiftPop, POP. We have a lot of fun doing that, and we'd love for you to listen in. All right, on to the best ever challenge, where you name the best movie ever in a particular category. Also try to identify my choice. What is the best corrupt cop movie ever? There's actually lots of these. Mine is the one that King Kong doesn't have anything on. How about that? Take a guess at mine in the comments. Also, leave your answer there as well. And don't forget, first person to get mine right does get that point. Thanks. And as always, here's 5 extra seconds to hit the subscribe logo. Just click the logo right down in this corner, and then you'll be subscribed.